I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen, oh the irony. To hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest of go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh.
And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Third down and 10. Quick throw, incomplete. Hilton was the target, and it's a quick 3 and out to start the night for Dak Prescott with 3 incompletions.
Well, you'd like to see T.Y. Hilton flatten that off just a little bit. Now he's got the ball. I mean, he's got a chance to make a play, and you've got to be able to make that play. They go with coverage. They've got a rolled corner with Carlton Davis. If you flatten that a little bit, you make an angle a little bit easier throw and everything for Dak Prescott, but still a ball that should have been caught. And a forced 3 and out here to start this game.
And a 13-second possession for the Dallas Cowboys as Anger hits it. Tompkins, the rookie, on the return to the 35. And that brings out 3-time NFL MVP, 15-time Pro Bowl quarterback Tom Brady. His playoff career, any way you want to look at it, you can break it off by age, the different decades he's played, and it's just mind-boggling what he's been able to do when it's mattered the most. 7-time Super Bowl champ and the record holder in every important category. As you see, big Ryan Jensen getting the start at center. And there's more on him, hasn't played all year. Buck started with Rashad White, and that's Parsons in the backfield to drag him down. And the 2-time All-Pro is there for a loss of 3.
Well, it helps if you block Micah Parsons. He comes right off the edge and just nobody there. I don't know if O'Keefe, who was in the backfield, if he's supposed to seal that off, or Donovan Smith, the left tackle. But there's just nobody there, and he's going to make that play every time.
Ryan Jensen, the center, was hurt on the 2nd day of camp, has not played a snap all year until right now. Pro Bowler a year ago, and he really brings some grit and toughness to the offensive line. Brady fires, another incompletion We've seen 4 throws total, 4 incompletions, and it's 3rd down and 13 for Tampa Bay.
Boy, he's got a chance. Right now in the early going, Dallas is playing coverage. They're going to force Tampa Bay to try to run the football. You see these safeties, they're out. So the middle of the field. I mean, just a ball that gets away from Tom Brady in easy, what should have been a very easy completion.
Russell Gage, the target, has been ascending in his first year with Tampa Bay, the former Atlanta Falcon. Open but missed. Brady has to move. Flag on the play. Pass is incomplete for Evans. And a flag is down as Brady was under pressure and had to step through it. Here's the call.
Holding. Offense. Number 76. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is 4th down.
Yeah, this is the definition of a hold here. This is Donovan Smith trying to block Micah Parsons, and he's going to need a little help. They like to let these guys block one-on-one, but Donovan Smith has had a really tough year and just not very good there. So both offenses coming out not able to get anything going.
That's his 8th holding call against him this season, the most in the NFL. And 35 since he came in as a 2nd-round pick out of Penn State in 2015, the most across the National Football League. Camarda hits it. Low punt. Turpin a chance to return it. Runs into his own man and gets wrestled to the ground with an 8-yard return. Giovanni Bernard on the stop, and he was not alone. See if Dak can do a little better with this offense. 2nd try, no score. People who don't age. Tom Cruise is in the house tonight. There's your buddy Hulk Hogan.
That's my guy.
It's your guy. John Daly, JD, 2-time major champion. And our good friends Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks, 2 guys we had a blast covering.
No doubt.
When they built their Hall of Fame careers with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We'll see what Dallas tries to do on this possession. 3 straight passes and then a punt to open up this game.
Connor McGovern is in there behind Dak Prescott as they've made changes on the offensive line for the Cowboys, and Elliott is wrapped up with a loss on the play of 2. This offensive line, Troy, for the first time this season is going with Peters, the 40-year-old at left tackle, Tyler Smith at left guard, Tyler Biotish back at center, Zach Martin at right guard, Tyron Smith at right tackle. And their plan is to use Connor McGovern a lot at fullback tonight.
Yeah, last year they used him a fair amount. This year, not so much. So a new wrinkle for Kellen Moore in this offense.
Toss to Pollard. And Pollard with the first positive play of the night. We had seen 7 plays prior to that, not one of them for positive yardage. Ezekiel Elliott threw a good block and a gain of 5. But 3rd down and long for Kellen Moore in this Dallas Cowboys offense.
Yeah, I think right now everybody's just kind of feeling each other out, trying to find their footing, get some positive plays, kind of ease into this a little bit.
Well, somebody better turn on the lights.
It's early.
3rd down and 7. Prescott is sacked by Vita Vea. And a loss of 9.
Well, Vita Vea has had a monster year on the inside. He leads the team in sacks. And you see the inside pressure. I thought if Prescott had come out with the coverage on the outside to the wide receiver, if he'd just put his foot in the ground and cut it loose, he had a chance.
Fourth down and 15 after the sack, and Anger hits the punt. Tompkins from the 31. Is trying to fight his way to the 40, and he gets there. Vita Vea, as you said, led the team with 6.5 sacks, had none since week 9. Got some rest last week, and that paid off. No score early in Tampa Bay. They recall the Hillsborough from Brady's famous Lombardi Trophy toss during the Buccaneers Super Bowl boat parade. It was rescued. Story had a happy ending.
It did.
3 tight ends check into the huddle for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we'll see if, well, now Tampa Bay can get any kind of traction on offense. They've had the 1 possession, that's it. Dallas has done nothing with the ball 2 times.
Well, you go 3 tight ends, you're going to load up the box defensively, which is what Dallas does. When they were with 3 wide receivers, the opening possession, a lot of coverage.
They throw, and that's Evans out on the outside. Short gain for Mike Evans of 2 as Donovan Wilson brings him right to the ground.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be the challenge, as it has been really all season long. But you come in against Dallas and the way that they're able to pressure the quarterback, even though they haven't gotten the sacks over the last 4 or 5 ball games, they've still gotten pressure on the quarterback, and we saw the first possession they were able to get to Brady. Can they neutralize that at least a little bit with the running game?
Here is Fournette. Leighton Vander Esch, who missed the past 3 games with a neck stinger, is there for Dallas, a gain of 3, so 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, Vander Esch, a really great addition, getting him back in this game. And for this reason, even though we know Tampa Bay is going to move the ball run or throwing it, that if they do decide to try to run against some of those favorable looks, with him there in the box, he's an outstanding running linebacker defender.
3rd down and 5. Brady has to pull it down, and now the pass in the air, and it falls to the grass. Untouched. Jaron Kearse was there for Dallas, and he got his arm in front of Russell Gage to break it up, and it's 4th down for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, really nice job by Jaron Kearse. I think Brady thought that he was going to carry Mike Evans when he releases up the field, but he comes off of it, and then he's there to make a play on that underneath drag route.
So another punt from Jake Camarda. 4 possessions total, 0 first downs. Good punt, but into the end zone. Camarda let it fly, but into the end zone, out to the 20 it will come. For the Dallas offense, no score. Shuffling that's gone on leading into this game, and number 73 Tyler Smith, I don't know why he doesn't get into the conversation for rookie of the year. He handled left tackle. They moved him in this game to left guard. He started the game with Jason Peters at left tackle and Tyron Smith at right tackle as Prescott tosses and Pollard Tries the left side and has a little bit of daylight out to the 25 as he gets 5. Antoine Winfield Jr. made the stop.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Joe. Tyler Smith, he has really played well. Of course, most of the year he's been at left tackle, like you said, left guard last week. Again, here tonight with Jason Peters taking over at left tackle. But, yeah, he's been solid, and it's a really good thing. What's interesting is this lineup with Jason Peters at left tackle. The reason Mike McCarthy went with it is because he feels it gives them better pass protection.
Here's one of the sideline. It's high but caught, and a nice grab by Gallup. Up to grab it, and a 15-yard completion from Prescott. That's his first completion of the night and the first down of the night.
Well, that's a really nice job by Gallup. He does a good job of pushing up the field and getting Sean Murphy-Bunting off of him. And then here's Connor McGovern. They've got some pass plays off of this package, and this is why he's in the game. He can kind of help secure those edges and give Dak Prescott the time to deliver the ball.
Played the majority of the year as the left guard. Here's Pollard trying to cut it back. Winfield makes the tackle.
I think when you look at this game for Dallas, Joe, that Tony Pollard, at least in my mind, he needs to get more of the carries than Zeke Elliott. Because when you look at the production over the year, he's been awfully good. And I know people worry about him wearing down and all of that, and can he run between the tackles? If you question that, you really haven't been watching Dallas, because he's a tough runner. He's not as small as you think. He's 215 pounds. But he is physical between the tackles, and he's a home run threat every time he has the ball.
2nd down and 8. Prescott, pretty good protection. Time runs out, and Noah Brown out on the outside. Good tackle. Flag is down in the area where Prescott went down. A gain of 3.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 96. It's a 15-yard penalty at the end of the play, automatic. First down.
The call is against Akeem Hicks, and he wasn't the only one back there applying pressure, but here it is.
Wow. You got two things. He goes to the neck area, and then he lands on the quarterback, and the brace takes place after the body weight has gone on the quarterback.
So that's the call that gets the ball to the 40-yard line of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and there was a shot there of Michael Gallup running that route. Dak, if he puts his foot in the ground, he can turn it loose, and he's still a little jittery in the pocket.
Here's Pollard again. Nice hesitation. And Tony Pollard spins out of bounds near the 22. Got 18 yards.
Yeah, really nice job on the outside with Dalton Schultz, the tight end, but they also pulled Tyler Biadasz, the center, who helps lead the way. A really nice job getting out in front. And then Tony Pollard just getting it up the field. So some positive plays here on this possession finally.
First down, Dallas. McGovern in the backfield again in front of Pollard. Toss to Pollard. Back to the line, that's it.
Well, you start looking at where we're at right now on the field, and this was the struggle really for both of these teams in that week 1 matchup. And being able to do anything, Dallas took their opening possession and got a field goal, and they never got inside the red zone the rest of the ball game. But whether or not they can finish off this drive, they've got some good things happening.
Second and 10. Prescott protected. End zone caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz. $22 yards to the tight end, who had 5 touchdowns during the regular season. Good protection, good throw. First points for Dallas.
Well, you see what Dak Prescott does to the middle safety. He holds him. He knows he's got the look that he wants. So now he comes right back up that seam. 3 pump there up the middle and just the coverage that they were hoping to get, and great execution by Dak Prescott, holding the safety, not letting him be a factor on the throw.
Extra point is pushed wide right. And that wasn't close, off the foot of Maher, who misses for the 4th time on an out to the 25 it will come. Well, it was a sleepy regular season for Tampa Bay. Tom Brady finishing under 500 for the first time in his career. In fact, first time in his life. But it's playoff time. That's when Brady wakes up. He's gigantic. That could be the perspective against the pirate ship. 7 Super Bowl titles, 5 Super Bowl MVPs are NFL records, and he's the all-time leader in pass yards and pass touchdowns. And now the Buccaneers ask for Brady and his offense to get their footing. A little play action here and a throw to Godwin, and he's brought down by Anthony Barr. And this Dallas defense is flying around. A loss of 1 on that play.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, they're just beating them to the punch right now because they put Julio Jones in motion, and as he comes across, that's really who he should have tried to pick up. He's not able to get there because Barr was so fast coming underneath him, and just nothing to show for it.
Here is White. The rookie Rashad White runs into a wall. First guy there was Micah Parsons, who is everywhere, and a gain of 4. So 3rd down and long coming up. Buccaneers trying to avoid their 3rd straight 3-and-out.
Yeah, you talked about Ryan Jensen coming in and making his first start of the season, and you know, how's he going to fare with no playing time all season long? He's doing some good things, and I think that he's a great addition in terms of what he brings to this offense, some of the nastiness, but they've got to give Brady some time in these situations to get some throws off so they can take advantage of those receivers that we talked about coming into this game so healthy.
Good protection here. 3rd down and 7. Time runs out. Pass is caught by White. What an effort. Rachaad White, third-round pick from Arizona State, has the first down for Tampa Bay, their first of the night.
Well, Tampa Bay, they catch Dallas in a three-man rush, and so it buys him a little more time back there. There's nowhere to go with the football down the field, but like he does so well, he comes underneath to White, digs, he's able to make miss in the open field, and a big first down for Tampa Bay to try to get something rolling.
A lot of catches between the top two running backs for the Bucs, 123 between Fournette and White during the regular season. First down. Brady setting up a screen, and that's knocked to the ground by Carlos Watkins. 2nd and 10.
Well, this Dallas defense, they see the screen a lot because they're so good at pressuring the quarterback, and they get this feel, and they know when the offensive linemen are pulling out, and they're going to let them try to rush the passer, and Carlos Watkins does a heck of a job sniffing that one out.
Tom Brady has started this game 3 for 7 for 12 yards. Second down and 10. Brady throws, pass, caught. First down, Godwin.
Chris Godwin's right here in the slot. You're going to see as he comes off the ball, he just sits it right down. He gives him a shot, and Diggs, who was out on the outside covering Mike Evans, he's trying to squeeze that, but good execution by those two.
Tore his ACL, Godwin did, week 15 of last year, and had 104 catches during the regular season. Missed 2 games early with a hamstring injury, suffered in week 1 at Dallas. Here's White. And now the Buccaneers offense is starting to crank, a gain of 12.
Well, you got Luke Gedeke. He gets the job tonight with Nick Leverett out at left guard. He pulls and leads the way. That's some good, tough running by Rachaad White. He's made some nice plays already here in the early going, and he started getting more and more of the work over the second half of the season. One, so that he could develop some trust and confidence from his quarterback, but also so that they could rest Leonard Fournette so that he would be fresh for a game like this in the postseason.
Here is Fournette. Takes it down inside the 35, picked up 4. Well, this Tampa Bay offense, number 15 overall, last in the league in rushing, and their fewest in franchise history, under 77 rush yards per game for Byron Leftwich's crew. In his 4th season, he predates Brady's arrival, started as the offensive coordinator here for Bruce Arians in 2019.
Yeah, there were games where they just simply abandoned the running game altogether. It's why Tom Brady led the league in pass attempts this year once again. A lot of pressure on a quarterback to have to carry the load every week.
Here is a pass that is short to Kieft, and it bounced in incomplete. Pressure by Micah Parsons. And it's going to be fun to track tonight where Micah lines up. A lot of rush edge where he's been the majority of the season here in his 2nd year, as opposed to off the ball at linebacker. And we could see him over the center, Ryan Jensen, before the end of this night.
Well, right then it looked like he was trying to get in Tampa Bay's huddle. I don't know what he was doing. They were telling him to get out of the huddle, and then he acted like he was trying to do a little acting. Maybe he might draw a flag.
Timeout taken by Dallas before a 3rd down and 6. Well, here's the play, and there's the pressure that Parsons gets on Brady. He got him twice in week 1 in that 19-3 Tampa Bay win in Dallas, and then Micah Parsons says, well, I'm over here, so why not just join the group?
Yeah, well, hey guys, how you doing? You know, and he wanted to walk right through the middle of it, and when you know, it's Ryan Jensen. You know, he's the guy. he brings the nastiness to this group, and he's not going to tolerate anyone in a blue jersey in that offensive huddle. Trust me.
They're down in 6. Pass is caught. First down. That's Evans. And Mike Evans to the 23. A gain of 11 from Brady.
Yeah, really nice job by Mike Evans that he's able to get it up the field vertically and then just cuts right across. Diggs playing soft, and then he breaks that tackle and turns something positive in it. So Diggs has not traveled with Evans every play, but he's been on him a fair amount. And that's a matchup that Dallas likes, and I think it's a matchup that Tampa Bay likes too.
Fit, go.
Brady keeps, has a lot of field in front of him, throws to the corner, and the pass is broken up. Wilson got his hand on it with Cameron Brate the target. 2nd and 10.
I'm not real sure exactly. Initially, I thought that off of the fake that Brady was going to try to hit Evans across, but then you've got a receiver who's coming up the field, and two guys kind of just end up being in the same spot. And I don't know exactly if, well, Evans kind of pulled up, but that you don't see that a lot from Tom Brady as far as throwing it into coverage where there's 3 defenders. They're fortunate that that was incomplete.
11th play of this drive for Tampa Bay. On 2nd down, Godwin spins out of bounds with a gain of 6, and Jaron Kearse out there for Dallas. Inside the red zone. That's where they are. That's why they fire the cannons, and that's where Tom Brady just simply does not turn the ball over.
Yeah, this is where they have, really kind of had a tough time this year, and it's why they haven't scored the points that they typically would for a Brady-led offense. They've had problems. They had problems week 1 against this Dallas defense, being able to capitalize and come away with touchdowns.
They fake the quick throw. Brady pulls it down again and now flips to Godwin. 1st and goal.
How about that?
It's a little Patrick Mahomes from Tom Brady.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, you name it. I mean, it looked like he was going to maybe try to keep it, but he's able to get Godwin. Godwin gives him an outlet. And a big first down for Tampa Bay. That's outstanding.
And it sets up 1st and goal at the 5, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. 6-0 Dallas on top. Tampa Bay knocking on the door. You're watching ESPN's NFL Wildcard game, presented by Verizon.
It could build and build until you finally see.
Subway keeps upping their game. The Subway series with an all-star menu of delicious subs like number 4, supreme meat, black forest ham, and Genoa salami.
You can't stop it. You can only hope it contain it in freshly baked bread.
Try Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
I've had enough. I don't want to feel the stuck under the rug. All my problems that I shove.
The atmosphere is enormous.
I feel
Who will be champion today?
that my mind feels like it's a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head. I feel that the thoughts build up until I can't hear. That my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird. I can't see
it may just be an elevator. There goes nothing. And for a young homeowner becoming their parents, it's a learning opportunity.
Come on in. The more the merrier.
There is
Bonjour.
Yeah, out-of-towners nailed it. It is not easy.
10th floor, huh? Must be a heck of a view.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money from those.
We finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you make it stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck. Can't stop. Unplug. Feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough.
There is a smarter way to say it. Switch to Verizon. For limited time, get welcome unlimited for just $25 a line. And it's guaranteed for 3 years. Well, you would know. Switching. I think the bike's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network.
Start of the second quarter. It's first and goal for Tampa Bay. Ball is sitting at the 5, down by 6. The NFC South champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brady, quick throw, and Parsons is there, as he often is.
You start throwing the ball against these type of guys, it's like Lawrence Taylor back in my day, that you're asking for some trouble when you start making quick throws off the edge with a guy like Micah Parsons, as instinctive as he is. They try to go Julio Jones in the backfield, motion him back out, and basically a quick screen with blocking out on the edge, but it's a little risky against him.
Second and goal. Brady pulls it down, now throws it. Intercepted by Curse. And there is a red zone interception for Tom Brady, his first as a Buccaneer. Pressure by Watkins. I think may have been trying to throw it away, but the interception pulled in by Jaron Curse.
Well, you called it about the not having thrown a red zone interception, but I couldn't tell if he was trying to throw it away. I think that's what it was. But Godwin initially looked like he was working that back line, and then he pulled up and went the opposite way. But yeah, hard to tell exactly what Tom was thinking, whether he just didn't get it out. Hard to imagine that if he was throwing that away that he wouldn't have gotten enough on it to make sure that that was uncatchable. But a big takeaway by Dallas.
And now from the 20, here is Ezekiel Elliott, right side, back to the line of scrimmage. A 14-play drive that covered 70 yards for the Bucs. 6.5 minutes off the clock, and they come away with no points. And the first red zone interception for Tom Brady since he was with the Patriots in 2019.
Yeah, and it's such a good drive for them as well, trying to answer after Dallas was able to score the touchdown. That is an area of this defense. Does a lot of good things. Talked about how they're able to pressure the quarterback. They also led the league in takeaways again this year.
Back-to-back years leading the league in that category. Passes over the middle to Elliott, trying to split defenders, and he's just short of first down yardage. 3rd and 1 coming.
Well, and based on that, it looks like Dak then is starting to settle in and find his comfort level as well, because with the coverage by Tampa Bay, dropping underneath everything and just being able to come right underneath, get the ball to Zeke Elliott on 2nd and long, and then make this 3rd and real short.
3 tight ends check in for Dallas. Toss to Elliott, got it.
Well, you see Dak, he comes rushing up to the line of scrimmage, and when he gives the kill sign, then everybody's bottled in there. If he was going to keep it on the quarterback sneak, that was the next play that was called. And so he hits it out wide, gets it then to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Elliott 13 of 15 now and picking up first downs on 3rd and 1 carries. Prescott throws. The pass is caught out across the 35 and a gain of 4 as Gallup makes the grab, and Levante David, who is just Mr. Reliable for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and has been for a long time. 2nd round pick in 2012 is there to make the stop. Elliott wrestled to the ground near the 39 by Levante David again.
Well, right now we come into this game, we talked about CeeDee Lamb and what he wasn't able to do week 1 in that ball game against Tampa Bay. Just had a couple catches in that game. And even going back to last year's playoff game, he's been targeted a couple times. They're not doing anything fancy to get him out of it, but so far yet to have a catch.
They're down and 3. Quick throw, and the pass is caught for a first down, Dallas. Grab was made by Pollard and a gain of 5 to convert.
Well, you got Pollard, he's going to come in behind Dalton Schultz, and they almost didn't time that up very well. Made it a lot more difficult than it needed to be.
Prescott was looking his way again, and Dak is brought down with a positive play by Akeem Hicks as he gets 3. I thought it was interesting when Mike McCarthy told us that last week in particular, Dak Prescott was playing too fast. He's getting through his reads too fast. The motor's going a little hot. And coming in, it was going fast. The first 2 possessions, it looks like things have slowed down.
A little bit, but he's still, even on that last play, still not seeing everything the way that you would like, but better than it was last week for sure.
Here's Pollard, and that's Devin White. Pro Bowler last year, a loss of 1 on the play, and another 3rd down coming up for Dallas.
Well, one of the things that Tampa Bay does so well is up front, they tie up these big guys up here. They tie up these offensive linemen so that the linebackers can free flow to the ball. And that's why you got Devin White, who's there able to make a play in the backfield. They'll grab guys up front, and they get away with a lot of things up there in the trenches that help keep those linebackers free so they can roam.
3rd down and 8. Prescott wide open. The pass caught by Hilton, and T.Y. Hilton to the 40. Signed mid-December. His 4th game as a Dallas Cowboy active, gets 14 yards. The 4-time Pro Bowler was there for Dak Prescott.
Well, first of all, just really good protection in the pocket for Prescott, as you're going to see. So as he surveys the field, he's able to come underneath to his check down and pick up the first down. And that's where Dak Prescott's been really good, with patience, knowing where he needs to go with the football, and then them catching it and being able to turn and pick up the first down.
Prescott keeps and finds the rookie tight end. That's Ferguson, and a ton of room inside the 10 near the 6. Jake Ferguson for 35.
Just total blown coverage. Jake Ferguson right out here, and off of this play action as he leaks out, you see everyone else is running and nobody there for Jake Ferguson.
8 straight completions for Dak Prescott. 1st and goal from the 6. Pollard cuts back. Prescott was out there trying to throw a block, kind of whiffed, and there's a penalty flag on that play.
He did kind of whiff. I like the effort, though.
Holding. Offense, number 80, first down.
Against the tight end, Dalton Schultz. And the first Dallas penalty of the night is a big one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Their first penalty of the night, number 86, Dalton Schultz, and you see the grab there on Anthony Nelson. This is Dak trying to do what he can. That's the way I used to do it.
Just make it look good.
Yeah, and then get out of the way.
Yeah, don't hit anybody and just get out of the guy's way. Officials blew this play dead and just stopped everything as Craig Rolstad is going to reset the play clock. It's 1st and goal, and after the holding call, the ball is back at the 14.
Hey, alert here, alert.
Pollard from the 14 got to the edge. Devin White on the stop, but not before Pollard gets back to the 6.
Well, some of the problems that they've had in the running game this year has been that they've just had a hard time being able to block the edge. Dalton Schultz, you see they got 2 tight ends to the right, but he's the guy there who's able to block Nelson that allows Pollard then to get to the edge. Watching them in their struggles, now there's other reasons, but one of the big ones has been their inability at the tight end position to block. That was a good job by both those guys.
Prescott looking to flip it. Keeps and rest. To the ground by Levante David at the 1. 3rd down and goal coming up. A gain of 5.
Well, he got roughed up pretty good at the end of that play. There was a lot of punishment. Playoff football trying to punch that in. They got Connor McGovern. Here's fullback, 66.
Elliott goes nowhere. Great work by the Tampa Bay defense at the 1. Brings up 4th and goal. And we'll see what Mike McCarthy wants to do. Devin White and Logan Hall, the rookie defensive end, combined on the tackle.
Just a really great push right here. Logan Hall. Just a great job by Tampa Bay.
ESPN Analytics, a clear green light to go for it on 4th down and goal, leading by 6.
Boy, I think I'd take the 3.
Prescott, touchdown. That is the 4th rushing touchdown in the brief postseason history for Dak Prescott. Made it look easy as he kept after the fake.
Yeah, you see the fake, and then you got KJ Britt, the linebacker off the edge, who just stays flat, does not contain and get up the field. Even if he had have gotten up the field, Prescott had a place to go with the football, so they were caught. It was a sellout to try to stop the run. Easy touchdown.
Extra point is missed again. Missed 3 all year, 50 of 53, and Brett Maher has missed 2 tonight. Here's the pick. Dallas offense, after 2 3-and-outs, their first 2 possessions, back-to-back 80-yard touchdown drives, a 12-0 lead with 2 missed extra points by Maher, who will kick it away here. Takes out some of his frustration, kicking it into the end zone. We're back in 30 seconds after this from ADT. Well, the Buccaneers got their offense going last time they had it. 14 plays, 70 yards, 6.5 minutes, but no points on that interception in the end zone. Jaron Kearse was there for Dallas, and they get 6 points off that takeaway. Here's Godwin on the edge, out of his slot position, and he gets 9. And he will pile up the catches behind or just beyond the line of scrimmage. He had 104 catches during the course of the regular season, and quite a few right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, quite a few wide receiver screens just like that, and he had as many as anyone at the wide receiver position. But you know, it's a good way to help this offensive line get the ball out and then pick up some really positive yardage. But right now, you know, they had a nice drive the last time they had the ball, failed to come away with anything because of the interception.
Fournette gets a first down and spins to the 40.
But you start feeling a little more urgency right now by Tampa Bay. The question, I think, is now with Brett Maher having missed both extra points, you know, if this game does extend into the 40, you know, where's he at in terms of his head and confidence in being able to put one through the uprights when he needs to?
I mean, he's had a great year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a franchise record 9 kicks made at 50+ yards this season, but he misses 2 extra points. Here's Fournette, brought down by Odighizuwa in the backfield, and a loss of 3.
Well, Odighizuwa puts a little move on Luke Gedeke. You see right in the middle the job that he does. Gedeke's expected him to go one way. He goes the other way, and he kind of comes through there untouched. You see him work right underneath it and meets Fournette right in the backfield.
Passes over the middle and short. Pressure by Leighton Vander Esch. I don't know if that pass was tipped or not, but it came out weird. And Brady may have been hit when he let this pass go.
Well, you got Leighton Vander Esch. He comes up the middle, and Tom Brady, he has a chance. You see right up the seam, he's got a guy, but because of Vander Esch on the pressure, he's just not able to step into that and really deliver the football. You can see by the look on his face how disappointed he is of not being able to secure the inside. That's the kryptonite for Tom Brady. Otherwise, Cade Otton was running wide open.
Here's Godwin. There's the screen, and Godwin is brought down. They're going to mark him at the 47. A gain of 10. It brings up 4th down. 4th down and 3, and for now, they're going to change out, and the punt team comes on for the Bucs.
And the fans don't like it, but we've seen that from Todd Bowles. He is a head coach who plays more on the conservative side. Not surprised by this decision by him at all.
It's his first playoff game as a head coach. 4 years the head man with the Jets, 2015 through 2018, but his first crack at it as a head coach. He opts for the punt. Camarda hits it. And a fair catch by Cavante Turpin after a 44-yard punt. Slow start, but Dak Prescott and the offense for the Cowboys, they've picked it up, leading 12-0 in his wild card matchup against Brady and the Bucs. ESPN and Disney XD. And CeeDee Lamb in motion was targeted on the first 2 plays from scrimmage, has not been targeted since. T.Y. Hilton has, and he gets 9.
Well, Tampa Bay, they're trying to disguise coverage. You see the up-tempo. We've seen that a fair amount from Dallas here in this first half. They get right to it. But Tampa has tried to disguise the coverages, but Prescott, he's seeing it clearly and really doing a good job of remaining patient.
Under 3 to play. Cowboys with 2 timeouts. First down as Elliott picks it up. Mike Edwards is there to meet him. Tampa Bay, by the way, they will receive the second half kickoff. Dallas looking for more. Before the half, up 12-0. The winner of this game is off to San Francisco for a divisional playoff game next Sunday. Prescott throws, and he's got his tight end. That's Schultz, who's got a touchdown in this game, and Dalton Schultz for 21.
Well, really good read by Dak Prescott. You're going to see him turn and run here, and he's got his back to him, and so then you got Schultz right up the seam. As soon as Devin White turns, he's looking up the other seam route. Prescott works immediately opposite of him, and Schultz gives him a nice target.
And we're at the 2-minute warning. This possession started inside the 10. First down. Wildcard game presented by Verizon. Cowboys having all the fun in this first half here on the road, leading 12-0. 2 minutes left, 2 timeouts. First down at the 40. Quick throw to Lamb, his first catch of the night. And CeeDee Lamb is able to fight his way out to the 44. And a timeout is taken. And that's now 11 straight completions for Dak Prescott. That is a Cowboys playoff record. Timeout and stay tuned for the premiere of the exclusive new trailer for The Mandalorian coming up at the half. Minute 54 remaining, each side now with 2 timeouts. Buccaneers took that timeout on defense. Prescott steps up and is able to get rid of it before he goes down, with Gallup the target and pressure from Nunez Roches.
He was trying to, there's offensive lineman who's a little slow to get up. Until that's Jason Peters. You see him, he's tapping out.
And that means that McGovern will come in and likely go back to guard, and Tyler Smith, the rookie, will kick out to tackle, which is where he played the majority of the season. Take a look at our expert play brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, and we look at Dak Prescott here tonight, and he's been able to settle in after a rough start in the first 2 possessions. Here's the touchdown to Dalton Schultz. So he has 1 through the air and 1 on the ground, and that is his 4th consecutive playoff game with a rushing touchdown. That's a new NFL record for a quarterback.
Yeah, sorry, Joe. He has definitely settled in, and you see the good decisions that he's making and the comfort that he's got. And that was the question coming in. And the guy who hasn't thrown a red zone interception in 3 years, he has one early in this ball game that took points off the board.
3rd down and 6. Prescott flushed out to his left, a lot of room. 1st down. Knocked down by Murphy Bunting, but not before Dak Prescott picked up 10.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, they go man coverage, and nobody accounting then for Dak Prescott. He recognizes it once he gets outside the pocket, able to pick up the 1st down with his legs. Good job by him.
Little confusion defensively for Tampa Bay. This one was tipped, and it's incomplete in the direction of Elliott. Here's the 10-yard run by Dak Prescott to get the 1st down.
Yeah, they're not able to keep him in the pocket as they're trying to just rush him, and he hasn't been running a whole lot, so you tend to start forgetting about that. No spy on him, and with the man coverage, that's where you're vulnerable.
This drive started at the Dallas 9, 2nd down and 10. Just outside the Tampa Bay 45. And they blow this dead. Play clock is at 0.
Delay game. Offense. Number 4. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
So the 5-yard penalty as the play clock expires. And now with 1:19 remaining and 1 timeout for the Dallas Cowboys, the ball is back on their side of the 50.
Yeah, still plenty of time, but just a reckless penalty, not paying attention to the play clock.
A stunt up front. Cowboys pick it up, and this one is caught. Good, strong catch by C.D. Lamb. His best of the night, and a 20-yard completion from Dak Prescott.
Well, really good job. You see the 2 deep safety, so that's where they're vulnerable, is right in the middle of the field, and Prescott knows it, and he just sets his foot and lets it rip. And that's what we did not see enough of last week.
Here's a pass caught near the 20 by Gallup, and he fights his way inside for another 1st down. A 12-yard completion to Michael Gallup, who missed the first 3 weeks rehabbing still from that torn ACL.
Well, Dak Prescott's just playing with so much confidence right now.
This one to Schultz. Another completion from Prescott, a gain of 7, and that stops the clock with 34 seconds left in the half.
Well, last week when you watched him, and it happens sometimes for a quarterback that the game just doesn't slow down. The games always start fast, and then at some point, in some games sooner than others, the game slows down. Last week, it just never seemed like it did for Dak Prescott. Tonight started out a little fast, as you would expect. Playoff game. here on the road. But, boy, he is in total command as this game has gone through this second quarter.
2nd down and 4. Prescott. End zone touchdown, Dallas. Schultz's 2nd of the night.
So you got Schultz here. He's going to go to the corner. Pollard works to the outside. It gets the defender in a total compromised position once Prescott gets out of the pocket. He's got to make a decision. It looked like Prescott was going to come underneath the Pollard. And you got Schultz back there waving his arms. Great job. Great drive, Dallas.
And now Maher misses again.
Holy crap, he has missed 3 extra point kicks.
Game with
3 in a row in a wild card game.
To tie as many as he missed all
That
regular
is
season.
Unreal. That young man is going through some adversity. And with that said, we'll go right to commercial. Be right back.
Commercial, his frustration on the sideline with 3 missed extra points by Brett Maher. It's an 18-0 game. Tampa Bay with 27 seconds on the clock and 2 timeouts. They get the ball to start the second half. And they'll start this possession with under half a minute to go with their 25. Here they are. First 2 were wide by 20 to the right.
Miss those 2 to the right, you come back and then you try to compensate for that, and you miss it to the left. I mean, I know that all too well from golfing. I mean, that's just kind of the way it works. And he missed an extra point last week. And right now, I mean, the good news is that those have been touchdowns instead of them trying to come away with 3 points on field goal.
Brady comes underneath to Rashad White. And with under 20 to go, timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're left with 1. The only time Tom Brady has been shut out in the first half of a playoff game was his first ever, January of '02, which was the Tuck rule game as we know it now, an overtime win against the Raiders. And, well, he's got under 20 seconds to go here. This is This has been impressive by the Dallas Cowboys here on the road in this first half.
Well, no doubt. I mean, with all of the questions, and we talked about it coming into this game, the amount of pressure that Dak Prescott was feeling, and how was he going to be handling that? He's handled it perfectly. And we saw the frustration with the missed extra points. And I know as a quarterback how that feels, but especially when you miss on 3 points, when you drive the ball the length of the field. You know, right now Dallas has got this game in control, but as we know, Tom Brady's on the other side, and anything can happen, and those points could prove big at the end of this game.
Last 3 drives for the Cowboys. Dak with 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. It's 3rd down and 2 here for Tampa Bay. Pass is good enough for the first down as the tight end Cade Otton broke a couple of tackles, and with 5 seconds left gets it up to midfield. And the Buccaneers use their last timeout. On the Thursday night before Super Bowl 57, the NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments from the 2022 season. Tune into the NFL Honors on Thursday, February 9th at 9 Eastern on NBC and the NFL Network. Well, if any coach in this stadium knows what Brady can do in a comeback effort in a postseason game, it's Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
He was the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons when Brady and company overcame a 28-3 score to win the first overtime game in Super Bowl history. Timeout taken here by Dan's group in defense. And now everybody's spent all their timeouts, and there are 6 seconds left. And a first down for Tampa Bay at the 50. In case you're wondering, Ryan Suckup, who is the kicker for the Buccaneers, his long is 54 yards. That means getting about 14 more yards from here, and that'd be tough to do in 6 seconds.
Well, they came out initially on that prior play where they had the receivers covered up. You see that totally off here. And that's why they're going to try to take it, and they're not even able to get that. I think Tom Brady's expected him to run an out route, catch it, get out of bounds, and make this Hail Mary shot just a little bit more manageable and give him a more realistic shot.
Now 4 seconds left. Brady at 50% completing passes in this half. In trouble, and there's just nothing there. What a half by the Dallas defense. They get the takeaway in their own end zone on the interception by Jaron Kearse, and now Micah Parsons slow to get up. And we'll try to find out more about that as these two teams go into their locker rooms here at the half. In an 18-0 game, the Cowboys on top with their 3 missed extra points. Bucs get the ball to start the second half. All-State halftime coming up next.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly, never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady, look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy, I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny. Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never
I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen, oh the irony. To hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't ever say never. And turn your mind into the truest to go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
They are ready for their wild card matchup. Prescott, end zone caught.
Great execution by Dak Prescott.
Brady pulls it down again and now flips to Godwin.
That's outstanding.
And there is a red zone interception for Tom Brady. Prescott, touchdown.
Dak Prescott's just playing with so much confidence right now.
Target, totally easy. Totally target. And at times the offense for the Dallas Cowboys, it may look easy. Brett Maher has not. He's missed all 3 extra point tries in this game. And coming off the Week 18 miss in Washington, he's missed 4 straight. It's the first time a kicker has ever missed 3 in one playoff game, let alone in a half. And there are the quarterback numbers after a half of play. It's an 18-point game as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Joe Buck along with Troy Aikman. Lisa Salters is down on the field. We'll hear from her in just a moment. Tampa Bay gets the ball to start this second half. It's an 18-point game. You can't totally abandon the run. They have not been able to run the ball at all. 7 carries, 24 yards. That's not going to get it done.
Yeah, expected a little more out of them in that area. It hasn't worked. Dallas defensively has been really good. Coming into this game, the key was for Tampa Bay, could they hold the score down defensively? Because the last thing Tampa Bay could afford was for this to turn into a shootout. And then on the offensive side of the ball, could they protect well enough in order to take advantage of some of the matchups in the secondary with their receivers? And the answer's been no. I mean, Dallas has been able to get after Tom Brady in the pocket, has pressured him. Micah Parsons has been all over the place.
Here's Tompkins on the return for Tampa Bay, trying to give a little life to the Buccaneers, and he's able to cross the 25, but not by much. Tom Brady, a rough first half, 11 for 23, 96 yards. And the interception in the end zone. He's missed some throws. He's been under pressure, and here is the pick in the back of the end zone. His first red zone interception as a Buccaneer, even trying to get some yardage before half. He and Mike Evans couldn't connect.
Well, and that kind of told the whole story right there before the end of the half, with him and Mike Evans not being on the same page. I mean, that's unexplainable for those 2 guys.
Here's a completion to Rashad White. A nice gain on first down. At the end of the first half, we saw Micah Parsons limp away. Had his right leg hit. We're told it was a shin issue. He kind of walked back out onto the field at the end of halftime with a little bit of a limp. We'll keep an eye on that. 2nd and 4. Brady backs up and misses an open Russell Gage. Here is Micah Parsons, the difference maker on defense for the Dallas Cowboys, or really any team he would play on. And right there, he gets hit in the right leg. Was slow to get to the locker room, but moving around okay. 3rd down and 4 for Tampa Bay. Brady passes incomplete. Godwin the target, and it was broken up by Mukwamu. And it's 3 and out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to start the second half, down 18.
Pretty tight coverage. Here's Godwin. Mukwamu is on him, and I couldn't tell if there was a grab on him or not, but certainly a lot going on there at the point of the catch. Yeah, I looked at me. That's pass interference.
Yeah,
I thought he was draped all over him.
You're right.
But no call. And it's the third 3-and-out of the game for Tampa Bay's offense. A booming punt by Camarda, and he keeps it away from Turpin. And they will mark it at the 20. That's where the red-hot Dak Prescott and this offense for the Cowboys will set up shop, up 18. Out Jason Peters, a 9-time Pro Bowl tackle, out with a hip injury. So they're back to Tyler Smith at left tackle, Connor McGovern at left guard. Here's one floated for Schultz, and he's got it. A juggling catch by Dalton Schultz. What a night he's having with Devin White in coverage, and somehow Prescott fit it in for 26 yards.
Well, the tight ends in this game have really hurt Tampa Bay. Dalton Schultz has made some nice plays. Their biggest plays in the passing game have come from the tight ends.
Prescott has to pull it down and is able to slide at the 44 for a gain of 4.
You watch this offense over the course of the year, and you can tell the comfort level that Dak Prescott has with Dalton Schultz. And yeah, most quarterbacks do like their tight ends. They're guys who are able to work the middle of the field, especially the tight ends that are playing across the league today. But even when all things are being equal, you'll see Prescott go to Schultz more than he'll go to anyone else.
Schultz 5 targets, 5 catches, 2 touchdowns. Here's Pollard. Pollard is able to pick up a couple. And this Tampa Bay defense, which put up 9 takeaways over the last 5 games of the regular season, looking to make something happen, because right now the Cowboys are having their way.
Yeah, they've got to make a stop, and they probably have to do more than that. And the last 4 or 5 games of the year, they were able to create takeaways, and that's really what is in need right now for them defensively.
Lasso, 5.
Third down and 4. Prescott, good protection, wide open, and caught CeeDee Lamb. And he rolls out of bounds with a big play and a first down as he gets 26. They cannot get to Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb was wide open.
Well, initially he's trying to get the ball to Schultz, but they take that away. He drops in over here, and then you see CeeDee Lamb, who comes across all the way on the other side. if he hits him in stride, that's going to be a challenge for Tampa Bay. Him out of the end zone. But once again, it's just Prescott in the pocket with protection and being able to see the defense and knowing exactly then where he's going on his second read.
Here is Pollard. And a flag flies after Pollard gets a yard over the right side. And it looks like this is against Tampa Bay.
Holding. Defense, number 92. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Troy, you talked about this earlier in the game, that those big guys up front, they get away with some things trying to clear room for the linebackers to flow to the ball, and that time William Golston was not able to get away with it.
No, they get him on this play right there, 92. You see him as he grabs, and that's it. You watch them and you see it a lot. A lot of teams do it, and it's hard to officiate, but they caught him.
Moves the ball to the 22. Pollard right side. Tony Pollard stays in bounds. Sets up first and goal. 18 yards for Tony Pollard.
This is the element of Tony Pollard that you don't see any longer from Zeke Elliott. When he gets out here on the edge, he hits another gear right there. As soon as he sees that there's an opening there, he takes it, and that's that burst. Zeke was the one who was out there kind of helping him, and once he saw that block from Elliott, boy, he hit it.
The ruling is touchdown on the field. Let's take a look.
Yeah, he was really close. When the ball was thrown, he's not, from what we can tell there.
Wow.
I thought Davis was going to intercept the ball. When that ball was thrown, I thought it was intercepted. A perfect pass. Now, whether or not we have a shot that clearly shows whether he was, in fact, in bounds.
That's 4 consecutive touchdown drives at the moment. And John Perry, we haven't seen anything with our looks to say that Gallup was out of bounds.
No, and I see the same thing that you do. There's one step. There's a right
The
foot
previous play
that is really close.
is under review.
See if we can see it here. It's Gallup.
Boy, if
I mean,
he's
really
not.
all the way down. Field is a touchdown. John Perry, we still haven't seen any definitive look, by the way. You can say that he's obviously close there with the left foot gallop, but you can't tell if the heel is down or any part of the shoes on the end line.
After review, because the defender touched the ball and the receiver reestablished position in the field of play with 2 feet down, it is a touchdown.
So that's the other part of it, is that because Carlton Davis got his hands on it, John.
Right, just for clarity purposes, since the defense touched the ball first, even if the foot is out, he comes back and reestablishes with the left and a right, 2 feet in. Now he's eligible to catch the pass for 6 points.
And now the drama of Brett Maher trying to hit an extra point. He's missed 3 tonight, 4 in a row. And he has done it again.
They might be looking for a kicker next week.
And this is a 24-0 game. That is 4 missed extra points tonight. And you just feel horrible for him. And this one glanced, it looked like right off the top of the right upright and went wide right.
Boy, this is not the time of the year.
I mean, he's had such a good year. He has missed more in this game than he missed all year. And this, he had 53 cracks at an extra point and missed 3. He's missed 4 tonight and 5 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't think that's in his head? Now you can see that's a concern. I mean, that's the only thing that's gone wrong for Dallas tonight. But that's a big deal. You know, if they're able to close this game out and then move on to, you know, maybe they keep scoring like that. You know, he's going to get a lot more opportunities before this one's over.
They do move on. They will be at San Francisco on Sunday. Tom Brady has other ideas as Tompkins has a chance from inside the 5. And he is short of the 20. Ball gets away but goes out of bounds. And he was down on top of it. The NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax kick off next weekend on CBS, Fox, and NBC. On Saturday, the Jaguars and the Chiefs at 4:30, followed by the Giants and the Eagles at 8:15. And on Sunday, the Bengals take on the Bills at 3 o'clock in Buffalo. And the winner of our game facing the 49ers at 6:30 in the evening.
Yeah, congratulations to all those winners, but especially Brian Dable and the Giants and Daniel Jones. What a game he had. That was fantastic.
First quarterback to throw for 300 or more yards, rush for 75 or more yards in a winning effort in a playoff game. He was sensational in that 31-24 win at Minnesota. A 1-yard pickup here by Leonard Fournette. And Brady, with under 10 to go in the third quarter, out there down by 24. This one is way short and way behind Mike Evans.
Well, you got Diggs, who has been traveling with Mike Evans in the early going. He wasn't always going with him, but he's almost exclusively been on Mike Evans since then. You can tell that it was such great coverage by him. Tom had nowhere to try to put the football, but because he's also been under pressure, he's feeling that, and that time clock's going off in his head.
It's 3rd down and 9. Low snap. Brady throws. Pass is caught by Godwin. The ball comes out. Otten can't get to it, and the Cowboys have it. Returned by Malik Hooker. Still on his feet. And down inside the 20. And a flag at the end of the play. Mukuamu forced the fumble after the catch by Godwin. And then the return by Malik Hooker of 20 yards, and a flag came in at the end of it. As of now, it's the second takeaway by this Dallas defense. And let's take another look as they try to sort it out. There's the bad snap from Jensen.
I mean, they're lucky that Brady's even able to get it, and a great route by Godwin. I think he's down. I mean, I don't know whether the ball was starting to come loose.
The ruling on the field is a catch and a fumble recovered by Dallas. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Tampa Bay, number 66. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. It'll be first down, Dallas.
But because it's a turnover play, they'll look at it. And then the question is, was Godwin down before Mukuamu forced the fumble?
Yeah, they're going to take a look at a couple things here. Number one, does he truly complete the process of the catch, which I think he does. I've got 2 feet, and the football move is the third step. And then is that ball moving prior to him being down? I think he's got control of the football, down by contact. The 15-yard penalty will stick.
We'll get the call when we come back. They're giving it a look. Overturning the call on the field that Godwin made the catch, and was down by contact, but the personal foul on Ryan Jensen, as John said going to break, is still applied. They get 1st and 10. It was a dead ball foul, and the ball's marked back at the 14.5-yard line. Here's Julio Jones. And Jones on 1st down gets 8. Here's the catch. And then Godwin was down before Mukuamu knocked it out. And then on the return, it's Ryan Jensen, 66, on his back, who kind of goes to the face mask of Dante Fowler. Here's Fournette, delivers a hit on Anthony Barr and picks up 6 and a 1st down. And any chance the Buccaneers had of hanging in this game, I think, just happened by having that fumble overturned.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt that the fact that he was down by contact, even after giving up the 15 yards because of the penalty, they got another new set of downs here.
And Brady can find nowhere to go with the ball, was eventually chased by Micah Parsons and ends up just getting rid of it, throwing it into the ground. 2nd down and 10. And this is as off as we've seen this Tampa Bay offense look in a long time.
And that's saying something too, because we've seen them off America has seen them off a good part of this season, and then when their back's against the wall.
Here's a near pick by Curse. Brady had a receiver behind Curse, but underthrew it.
He did, but it was going to be tight. I just think right now, you know, and it was going to be a tight fit. Yep. I just think you got Leighton Vander Esch. He's working down the middle. He's closing in on it. Everything's been challenged on every throw.
It's 3rd down and 10. Brady throws over the middle, incomplete for Evans. And he and Evans have not been on the same page all night, and this offense has been terrible for Tampa Bay. One good drive that ended in that interception in the end zone and not much else.
No, you're going to see Evans here. He's going to pivot like he's coming back to the middle of the field. That's when the ball gets turned loose. And then where's he going? I mean, it's kind of hard to explain for two guys that have had so much success, how they can, you know, we go back to the end of the first half, how they can just not be even close to being on the same page. But had he have done what Brady thought he was going to do, there was a nice hole in the middle.
Here's Turpin, who's able to hang on somehow as he was hit immediately by Zion McCollum. Evans, 6 targets, only 2 catches. Cowboys with the ball up 24.
Yeah, that's kind of standard across the league for quarterbacks. When you have a tough game, you kind of stay off social media for the week.
Quarterbacks, announcers, you name it. Second down and 6, and Elliott is going to carry for a first down. Golston was trying to rip it out, and Elliott picks up 8.
Well, that's some good, tough running. I mean, this is when it's fun right now for the quarterback, for the running backs, the offensive line. They've just got this defense reeling. I mean, they've just have had their way after the first couple of possessions in this game, and Tampa just hasn't had an answer. And at some point, Todd Bowles and this defense, they're just going to have to start selling out. And with that, you start risking giving up a lot of big plays and this thing really getting ugly, but I don't know that they have any other choice.
McEwen, the tight end, in at fullback, tossed to Elliott, and he weaves his way for 3. Carlton Davis makes the stop. Dallas Cowboys are tired of hearing about history. Dak Prescott is. His 1-3 playoff record. Mike McCarthy is. First time the Cowboys have made the playoffs in back-to-back seasons since 06 and 07. They've lost 8 straight games on the road. A 4-11 playoff record overall since the Cowboys won it all in the 95 season. What a night tonight. Passes over the middle and caught. That's Schultz. He is a yard short of first down distance as Levante David made the tackle, 3rd down.
Well, so here they come off the edge, and they're going to, Dak Prescott, he's going to recognize that, and he gets the ball out. So he just has an answer right now for everything that Tampa Bay is trying to do. Todd Bowles decides, hey, we're going to try to see if we can't get to him and cause a negative play. And instead, Prescott's 1 step ahead.
Can the Buccaneers get a stop on 3rd down and 1? Prescott keeps, completes, first down, Schultz. And Dalton Schultz picks up 5. And everything is working in the playbook for this Dallas offense. Dallas has converted 6 of their last 7 third downs.
Yeah, well-designed play. It's a man beater. And they got the receiver Lamb. He's going up the field and just hard to navigate in coverage, and an easy completion and an easy first down.
Under 5 to go, 3rd quarter.
Sammy!
Pollard bounces. Levante David chasing him. Winfield was out there as well, and a gain of 3. The winner of this game has a date with the San Francisco 49ers next Sunday. 49ers have won 10 straight, and Brock Purdy, last pick in this past draft, is 6-0 as a starter for the 49ers.
Doesn't look like a rookie, does he?
No. I mean, in charge and confident.
Yeah. And it rubs off. The last thing his teammates wanted to see was a guy come in big-eyed and nervous, and he's been the total opposite. Those guys believe that he'll take them the whole way.
2nd down and 7. Pollard makes the catch, and a tackle is made by Anthony Nelson. A gain of 2. They're stars in the win on Saturday against Seattle. There's Purdy with his numbers. They are just that, Purdy. Christian McCaffrey with 136 scrimmage yards. Debo putting the playoffs. I mean, this is a run now, 11 straight.
45.
And Purdy, who made his first start at home against Tampa Bay, has not been defeated. 3rd down and 5. Prescott backing up, and this one's thrown away. And with 3:17 left in the 3rd quarter, this Tampa Bay defense finally forces a punt from Brian Anger.
Yeah, they're finally able to keep Dallas from extending their lead. Not that they've been able to run the ball anyway tonight or for the season for that matter, but you start taking that part of it away, and it only gets harder and more challenging then for that offensive front.
And it gets harder here as this one is downed near the 5-yard line by Kelvin Joseph. And a perfect 43-yard punt by Brian Anger. Goodyear. This possession will start at the 5 for Tampa Bay, down by 24 points. Tom Brady at 45% completing passes, just 125 yards on 33 attempts. The offense has looked lethargic. He's looked lethargic. Been way off on throws the majority of the night. Rashad White, they can't run the ball. And that's carried over to the postseason. The league's worst rushing team, averaging under 77 rush yards a game. They've carried it only 9 times in this ball game so far. And they're at 28 yards is Curse, who has an interception in the end zone, is injured.
Yeah, there he is, number 27, and Anthony Barr came in and rolled up on that left knee.
Gives us a chance to talk about Dan Quinn in year 2 of this defense for just a wonderful guy, head coach in Atlanta from 2015 through 2020, and he's been building for this postseason over the past month. They lost Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis. They've been looking for a starting corner across from Trayvon Diggs. They've been mixing and matching, and he's just been testing to see in real games who's going to step up. He's had different guys up front, all building toward this game, and his defense looks rested, flying around, and they have just overwhelmed the Tampa Bay offense here tonight.
Yeah, he's done a great job ever since he took over, and he just got this group to believe right away, and coaching makes all the difference in the world. And enjoy him now, Dallas, because it's hard to imagine that he won't be a head coach somewhere next year.
On 2nd down and 7, this one is batted down. Parsons was there, wasn't alone. Odighizuwa there as well, and it's 3rd down and 7.
Well, they got a chance if they're able to execute this, because Dallas, they're just playing coverage. They're not going to give up anything down the field, and with that, if they're able to execute the catch and the throw, there was a chance for him to catch it and run.
Here's one underneath for White, puts his foot in the ground and goes north and gets the 1st down. Parsons made that last play, and the crowd with at least a bit of a sarcastic cheer with a 1st down for this Tampa Bay offense. A gain of 11 on that completion to Rashad White.
Yeah, and the yards become hard to get because Dallas continues to play this umbrella coverage, just not wanting to give up the big play.
Here's one of Godwin over the middle, another 1st down. And if it was anybody else but Tom Brady at quarterback, you go, well, it's 24-0, so.
Yeah, well, nobody's tuning out. I can promise you that. And now with under 2 minutes here in this 3rd quarter, you know, Brady's going up tempo, try to get as many snaps off as they can, put a little pressure on this defense.
This is a 3-score game. Pass was behind, but a nice catch by Russell Gage, who spins for 7. A minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, again, the middle of the field, you see the safeties back, and you know that's you see if you can't go 2 verticals and put some pressure on the safety.
Good contested catch, Julio Jones for a 1st down.
That's what they haven't done. So they've got Trayvon Diggs out here. They got the 2 deep with Mike Evans, but if you go 2 verticals down here at the bottom, you put pressure then on that safety, and you give yourself at least a chance to try to come up with a big play. But they haven't even been able to attempt anything.
Here's another one behind the line of scrimmage as Gage makes it a positive play, a gain of 3. By the way, Xavier Rhodes was in on the previous play and made the stop. A 10-year pro and a guy who's a 3-time Pro Bowler in his years with the Minnesota Vikings, and he was elevated today as they try to find some veteran help in their secondary for that spot across from Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, they've had those issues after Anthony Brown went down, and you know who's going to man that other corner spot. They bring in Rhodes, a veteran guy. He's been in these type of games. That certainly helps. But what really helps is when you have Micah Parsons and that group up front, and they're able to get the pressure, and then of course with the offense scoring points of their own. So it all works together.
Dorrance Armstrong is getting assistance, getting off the field. He's had a nice year, 8.5 sacks, couple of fumble recoveries. They're good up front. They get Parsons coming off the edge, playing linebacker all over the place, good at safety. Trayvon Diggs at one corner and still looking for that other spot, which tonight's manned by Deron Bland, a rookie, who was good in the slot and playing on the outside tonight. 5 straight completions for Brady, and that'll snap that string as Mukuamu's had a nice game, knocked it away from Godwin.
Well, they're playing tight underneath. We've seen these routes and these throws, and Dallas has been on those. But there are, like I said, there are things, if you have the time in the pocket, you can still get the ball down the field.
Here's a wide open Evans for a first down. And out of bounds at the 31. 17 yards to Mike Evans.
Well, they're in man coverage, and you say Trayvon Diggs, he's trying to go across, and when you have that shallow crosser with an off corner as soft as what Diggs was, then it's just a simple foot race, and with Evans, you're not going to make that up. So a really nice call against the look, got what they hoped for.
Good protection, end of the quarter, catch is made, touchdown, Julio Jones. His best throw of the night, Brady, and what a catch by Jones.
They did exactly what I talked about a moment ago with the two deep safety look. They go 2 verticals, and they put the pressure then on the safety, and he had to make a decision.
Their biggest gain of the night, 30 yards for the touchdown to Jones. His third as a Buccaneer. Well, you go for 2.
Yeah, you just wondered when Brady was going to take advantage of that. You've got to take a shot down the field at some point. And versus the 2 deep, it's the best way to do it. And Brady got it, and he took it and hit it.
Fake toss. Brady floats, and it's not there. Godwin's looking for a flag, and he's not going to get it. And this remains a 24-6 game after 3 quarters. To the 4th we go in this wild card game, ESPN's NFL wild card game presented by Verizon.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers.
He didn't get it. And Israel Mukwamu, John Perry, got away with a hold.
Yeah, he's looking and he should have got one. I mean, it's a clear restriction. Quarterback has the ball. Defensive holding should have been called.
Brady knew it. Godwin knew it. They didn't call it, and that's a big no call on the two-point try, and it stays 24-6. As we start the fourth quarter, Brady was 7 for 9 on that touchdown drive. It ended with a 30-yarder to Julio Jones. Turpin on the return. Cavante Turpin and Camarda, who kicks off, makes the tackle. 35-yard return back to the touchdown to Jones.
Yeah, here's Donovan Wilson right here. They're going to go two verticals. Julio Jones here, Cameron Brate here. He's got to make a decision what he's going to do. And so that's the 2-on-1. And he turns. Brady reads this perfectly. Started as though he was going to go over and cover the outside Julio Jones, but he comes back, and Brady, with time, is able to deliver this ball. Now, Julio Jones, he throttles that down. He's got to stay on the move, but still just great execution by those two, and Brady reading it out and delivering it on target.
Here's a throw to Brown out on the edge. Gets a block from Dalton Schultz, and Noah Brown with a big play on first down. 14 yards to Noah Brown, who really emerged this year, especially when Gallup was down for the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, they needed him, and he's always been the guy who's been doing the dirty work and helping out in the run game, doing a lot of blocking. And then when you watch him, you realize, hey, he runs pretty good routes, and he's dependable. Quarterbacks trust him. He's gotten more opportunity, and he's really done a nice job.
Here is a handoff to Pollard. And another nice gain on first down as Pollard gets 4. Brought down by Anthony Nelson. And maybe the takeaways for this Tampa defense, 9 over their last 5 games, while the Cowboys have turned it over 11 times over their last 5 games coming in. So far, none tonight.
Yeah, they've been good. It's like I've always said, Jimmy Johnson would always say, hey, it's not how many big plays you make, it's how few bad plays. And, you know, Jacksonville proved everybody wrong the way they turned it over, but hard to win playoff football when you're turning the ball over.
Pollard is met in the backfield, and Nassib was the first guy there. Nice play by 94, no gain.
Really nice play by Carl Nassib. They get him back. He's missed the last 4 games, and to be able to make a stop after a nice first down gain to this big third down right here. Look at it and see if Todd Bowles is going to bring pressure.
Dallas 6 for 10 on third down in this game. Blitz coming. Pass is caught by Gallup. Cowboys pick up the blitz. The offensive line has been outstanding, and Gallup for 12 yards and a first down.
No, such a good job. Here they come, and Dak's throwing the ball right in behind it to Gallup on the slant. So Prescott's just seeing everything right now. I mean, he has throughout this game. He's just not been fooled. Immediately he sees the pressure. He knows that there's a vacancy then in behind it. Great execution.
Here's Pollard. Big hole to run through for Tony Pollard, and he gets 11. Got a good block from Zach Martin, who is still at the top of his game. The 6-time All-Pro.
Yeah, he sure did. Here he is. He's going to start there and help out on the defensive tackle, but then he gets up to the second level, and that's the key. And Zach Martin, he's been doing that throughout his career from day one. He's been an All-Pro player.
That is a 25th first down of this game for Dallas. Here is Elliott, brought down from behind by Joe Troyan Shoyinka.
They're just kind of taking the life out of this Tampa team right now. Tampa finally had something to cheer about and feel good about, and got points on the board and cut the deficit. and then the defense just being unable to make a stop. And Dallas taking time off the clock and moving the ball down the field and in position already to come away with points.
Yeah, but Brett Maher has missed 4 extra points in this game.
Well, that's the big but.
Prescott keeps in trouble and throws incomplete for Schultz. 10:59 left before a 3rd down and 9. Pressure by Joe Tryon Shoyinka. And we'll see what the Cowboys have planned.
Yeah, kind of an interesting decision here for Kellen Moore, because typically you'd think that, okay, 3rd and 9, yeah, you want to pick up the 1st down, but you've got a field goal in your pocket, and let's just make more of a conservative call. Just how aggressive will he be?
Here's Pollard out on the edge, looking for blocks, and he gets hit hard by Levante David. It's 4th down. And we'll see if McCarthy brings the field goal team on. Right now, Maher started onto the field and now is going back to the sideline. I think McCarthy's seen enough. And they'll go for it here on 4th down.
And you've got to believe that Kellen Moore then knew that decision it likely was made for the 3rd down call.
Opportunity for Tampa Bay on defense here, 4th and 4. Good protection and the pass wide open. Touchdown Lamb. A total breakdown in coverage. And Dak Prescott has had a fantastic night. 18 yards to CeeDee Lamb. And Prescott with his 4th touchdown pass to go with his touchdown run. He's done it all.
It looks like Carlton Davis here is the one who's supposed to be manned up on CeeDee Lamb. And he gets caught with his eyes in the back and gets confused with the action and turns him loose.
And the extra point is good. So after not going for the field goal try on 4th and 4, they not only get the 1st down, they get the Cowboys. 4 touchdown passes by Dak Prescott ties a Cowboy playoff record that the two men who cast such a long shadow for quarterbacks who followed, Troy Aikman and Roger Staubach, each did. And Dak Prescott, after those first 2 3-and-outs, has been absolutely sensational here tonight. And this Cowboys team was ready. Here is Tompkins, and he can't make it to the 20. And here's the 18-yard throw to an absolutely never seen a guy this wide.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's just a total bust.
Back at AT&T Stadium, they're celebrating. In the Cowboys owner suite, they're celebrating, looking for their first road playoff win since January 17th, 1993 at San Francisco's Candlestick Park. First down for Brady. Short throw to Godwin. And Godwin on first down gets 7.
Well, we talk about how much fun it is to be in a game like this as a player. It's a lot of fun to be an owner up there in the owner's suite as well when you're having a night like the Cowboys are having.
Member of the 88 club there. Michael Irvin is
right.
Hugging his way through the owner's suite. Second down and 3.
He's pretty good at that.
Brady has to throw it away. This defense continues to fly around. Micah Parsons with pressure again. There's Irv. Somebody you said, of all the teammates you played with over the years, and you played with some greats and some Hall of Famers, a special man.
Yes, he is. You know, those are the relationships that are forged when you're able to go and do the things that every team aspires to do and win a Super Bowl.
Which Brady has done 7 times, and Godwin is on the receiving end with a first down catch of 6. By the way, January 17th, 1993 is 30 years ago tomorrow. How does that settle with you?
Well, I'd be lying if I said it felt like yesterday.
Brady, sideline, wide open is Evans, and down on a knee. Another first down for Tampa Bay. Time the issue now, under 9 to go, and a 13-yard completion to Mike Evans. We don't know what the future is for Tom Brady. We talked to him during the weekend, and he was very open and honest. I legitimately, and maybe he's acting, as Brady airs it out. Evans again with a spinning catch, a beauty. I don't think Tom Brady knows what the next step is in his life, in his career. Is he coming back here? Is he going to another team? Is he going to go to a beach? And is he going to go to an NFL broadcast booth? I think he's going to take time after this season.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Second down.
Let's take another look at this play as this catch was ruled an incompletion.
Yeah,
it's like a catch.
Yeah, sure does.
To me.
Yeah, it looks like it's good. He's got possession, and then 1 knee equals 2 feet, and that's a catch.
That's a catch.
I agree with you, Joe, following up on that.
Tampa Bay is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass.
In visiting with him, I came away from that feeling like he honestly has no idea right now. Because I knew he wouldn't tell us if he knew, but I just said, do you know? Do you know what you're going to do?
After review, it is a catch. It'll be first down 10, Tampa Bay.
And he really doesn't. He said he wants to get away from it. It has been a tough year. It's been the toughest year on him. I hope he comes back. I've enjoyed watching him play. He still can play at a high level. It's not been evident tonight. But whether or not it would be in Tampa Bay if he does continue to play, I don't know. But I always want to see our stars continue to play.
Well, he's a 45-year-old quarterback, and they're asking him to do a lot. That's why he lights up the statistics sheet, because they don't have a running game. And it would be a different story on a team that could run the ball, but the Buccaneers this year just simply could not, and could not here tonight so far, as the pass is caught underneath by the rookie Cade Otton. And he rumbles for a first down with over 8 to go, a 15-yard catch and run.
Yeah, Dallas, of course, playing soft and just keeping everything in front of them as best they can. They gave up the one pass with a good catch by Mike Evans.
Here is Julio Jones out of bounds, stopping the clock momentarily with 7:58 to go, a gain of 6. Julio Jones was on the wrong end of that Super Bowl 51 comeback by Tom Brady in that overtime win. 2nd down and 4. This will be pass attempt number 50 on the night, and it's a completion to Otten. Sets up 1st and goal at the 2. 14 yards to Cade Otten, who has ascended to the top spot. They really never filled the role and the shoes of Rob Gronkowski when he hung it up after last year. Quick throw and flip for Jones. It's not there, but it stops the clock. 2nd and goal.
Well, and you said it, with that pass being his 51st pass of 51st of the night, and just 9 runs. And so we came in talking about Leonard Fournette and how they had rested him for a good part of the 2nd half, splitting carries with Rachaad White, and just expected a lot more out of that tandem, especially Leonard Fournette, just wasn't to be.
5 carries, 11 yards, 1 catch, 6 yards. That's it. 2nd and goal. Brady, end zone, nearly picked by Van Der Esch. Jones the target. Pressure by Odighizuwa brings up 3rd down and goal.
Well, there's a lot of players who have had nice years for Dallas to go on and win 12 games and do the things that they've done, but Leighton Van Der Esch has definitely been one of those guys. He's had a nice night tonight as well. Talked about him not having played the last several weeks and what it would mean to get him back, and primarily a run defender. He's made plays in the passing game.
It's the 11th pass breakup by the Dallas defense. 3rd down and goal. Brady nowhere to go, and he's sacked. Brought down by Jonathan Hankins, who was traded for from the Raiders, activated for this game, was out with a pec injury and a loss of 9.
Yeah, big Jonathan Hankins. He's primarily a run guy, but he puts a nice little move inside.
Gets the first sack of the night by Dallas, believe it or not. 4th down and goal from the 11. Brady just gets rid of it. Under pressure by Chauncey Golston. And the Bucs will turn it over on downs. What a night for Dan Quinn's defense.
Yeah, Dallas smells blood in the water, and so you've got these guys up front. They're just wearing out this
Rolling on the
offensive
field is an
line.
incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. 1st down, Dallas. Timeout.
They were making sure Brady's knee wasn't down. And it's an incomplete pass. Dallas takes over, stamping their ticket, it appears, for a date with a presented by Verizon. Cowboys have it after Buccaneers turned it over on downs. Possession starts just outside their own 11. Here's Elliott. By the way, so much for the Cowboys not being good on grass.
Yeah, right?
1-4 coming in. Mike McCarthy said he thinks it's comical that was there. He said when your home stadium is a turf stadium, the numbers are not going to be good in certain situations. Now the stats all back it up. The stats would tell you that, you know, their only win was at Tennessee a couple of weeks ago. The stats are much worse on grass, but tonight I'm starting to believe McCarthy's saying I kind of feel like we're a team built for grass. They've been fantastic in all phases here tonight, with the exception being special teams.
Yeah, and the other part of that is typically when you say a team's not as good on grass, you're implying that the pass rush for the most part isn't going to be as effective, and the numbers would say that, well, that's right, because the sacks were down. But when you really dive into it a little bit deeper, the way that they've been able to pressure the quarterback was really unchanged. And so even with Dallas not getting the sacks over the last month of the season, they were still affecting the quarterback. And that was the case even tonight. With one sack, anyone who watched this game knew that that pass rush was alive and well.
Prescott's going to air it out for Hilton, and it's Davis who had the best shot at it.
Now you start looking ahead, Joe, into next week, and you've got Tampa Bay tonight running the ball 9 times. They're going to get all the run they want next week, and they saw it last year. Of course, in Dallas, in that wild card game, San Francisco plays a different brand of football than most any other team in the league, certainly night and day from what they watched or played against tonight. That's going to be one heck of a matchup, and see how far they've come since last year's meeting.
4th down and the punt by Anger. Tompkins on the return, got a good block. It's tripped up, and he's down at the 48. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from AT&T. The defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, he told us he will interview with Denver, and then he said at least one more team has entered the Derby. For his interview, he should just show this tape.
This would be a pretty good one to show against Tom Brady.
Yeah. Handoff is to Rashad White. He gets 9. Cowboys came in with a lot of questions with this defense, and they had answers for everything.
They really did. Just an outstanding job by everybody. The coaching staff certainly deserves credit, but these players coming out, executing the way that they did, just a total team victory.
Brady drops the snap and is just able to get rid of it. Incomplete for Otten. Pressure by Dorrance Armstrong to bring up 3rd down and 1 with 4:14 left. And one of the Cowboys, Dorrance Armstrong, who was banged up earlier, is down, and you can see he got trapped under the body of one of the offensive linemen of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think it was Jensen.
He's been banged up a couple times now tonight.
Mike McCarthy, I think Troy came in with some pressure too, and we talked about that coming in, but back-to-back 12-win seasons. 24-10 over the last 2, but you know, this is an owner in Jerry Jones that expects more than just an entry as a wild card team. He wants to get to the division round, which will happen next week, it appears, and get to their first champ game since you guys won it all in '95.
Yeah, the pressure mounts with each step forward. So with each round you clear, and certainly coming into this game and the expectations. But there's pressure on this team next week, too. The expectations go beyond just making it to the divisional round. So Mike McCarthy was hired to win Super Bowls.
First down carry by White. Down inside the 35.
But let's just let him enjoy this one. You know, I mean, let him enjoy the end of this game and then that flight home.
Yeah, if he heard us right now, he'd be going, jeez, he can't even finish the game.
Oh, he knows.
Winning 31-6, completion of Mike Evans. Xavier Rhodes made the stop. Dak Prescott did what he wanted. He stayed aggressive, protected the football tonight, was protected by his offensive line. I'm still blown away by that rookie left tackle, Tyler Smith. And the job he's done all season. A guy who, when he came, he played tackle at Tulsa. And when he came out, some scouts said, well, I don't know that he's got it to play tackle in the NFL. He's probably a guard. He started tonight at guard, but boy, that young man has played brilliantly out at left tackle since week 1.
Those are big shoes that he stepped into as well. I know Tyron Smith was over there playing the right side, but that's quite a legacy Tyron Smith's leaving when he walks from this game. But Tyler Smith, I agree. He's been really good. He's been very mature about it. He's had good people to learn from. When you're talking about Tyron Smith and Zach Martin, so the only thing that's hurt him is the penalties. He's had a penchant for penalties, but really good year.
Passes behind Gage. Under 3 to go, second down and 10.
Well, and you watch this game and the frustration that Tom Brady has felt, and I don't know, you can think one thing going into a game, and then when you get into a game like this, that's the one that you kind of carry with you a little bit. How much will this night tonight impact that decision?
His receiver fell down. That was Gage, and he is slow to get up. So they're going to check on him inside the 10. He injured his back last week in the loss at Atlanta. And he goes down and just couldn't get back up.
Yeah. A non-contact injury going down. And
then he gets Donovan Wilson with Wilson's right arm around his neck. Third down and 10 when we come back. Well, Russell Gage is down on the field. They're looking at him, and you saw that last replay before the break when he got hit around the neck. The right arm of Donovan Wilson tried to get up and then went back to the ground, and he is in a lot of pain.
He really is. And when he came out of that break, the way that he went down, it looked initially like it was a knee injury, and then of course the hit to the neck. They've been working on his neck since they got out there on the field to administer help.
In a 25-point game, 31-6, and for the moment we will stay here. There's obviously Players from both teams down on a knee, and they're going to ask for assistance to get Russell Gage off the field. And they bring the cart out. So we will take a break, step aside as they with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. Russell Gage tried to get up a couple of different times and then ended up back flat on his back, and they've brought the backboard out to assist in getting Russell Gage off the field here. And there are some wide-eyed players and members of each staff watching what's going on at about the 8-yard line here at the end of this wild card game. Nobody is left on the sideline for Tampa Bay. And most of the Dallas defense is out there on the field. Just Ryan Suckup is the only one over there in case he's called upon here. Trying to stay loose on this chilly night in Tampa Bay, but just a frightening sight watching Russell Gage try to get up and not being able to. They're able to get Russell Gage and the backboard up. And we will stay here as they make their way off the field. Sobering moment here with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in this. It's turned into a blowout win, it appears, for the Dallas Cowboys. So we will take a break, come back. 3rd down and 10 for Tampa Bay when we return.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity
off the field. And the Buccaneers get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Brady throws over the middle, and that's Julio Jones. He is short of 1st down yardage. So a 4th down coming up for Tampa Bay after a gain of 7. Brady, quick throw, pass caught by Jones, and a conversion on 4th down and 3. In the years before Brady's arrival here in Tampa Bay, the Bucs had gone 12 years without a playoff appearance, 17 years without a postseason victory. Came into tonight's game 5-1 over the previous 2 postseasons with Tampa Bay and a championship in 2020. He completes here to break for the touchdown with 2:04 to go. Cameron Brate, good from 8 yards away as he tucks it inside the pylon for the score.
Yeah, they're just continuing to fire away, and as they come away with this touchdown and in what could very well be Tom Brady's last pass. Well, not yet.
They'll go for 2 here to make it a 17-point game, and a complete to Evans. And it's 31-14. Pretty amazing. And on the heels of that touchdown, as you watch the 2-point conversion, Brady has 123 passing touchdowns as a Buccaneer in 3 years, which is now 2 ahead of Jameis Winston for the most by a Buccaneers quarterback, including the playoffs. And Brady didn't play his first game with the team until he was 43. In a franchise that dates back to 1976. So it's been a magical 2+ years. They're not going to be happy with how they showed here tonight after winning the division at 8-9. And what might be the final season, the final minutes of the greatest quarterback in NFL history's playing career, or does he come back to Tampa, go to another team, retire to a broadcast booth or somewhere else? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. And when you look at this season overall, the Bucs were one of the more underachieving teams in 2022.
Onside kick try. Noah Brown couldn't secure it. With 2 minutes left, we'll see who has it. Buccaneers think they do, and they do. Giovanni Bernard comes out of the pile with it as Noah Brown could not secure it. Buccaneers offense back to the field, down 17, 2 minutes left. For sure. And yeah, it does feel that way, Scott. Kind of a breakthrough win here tonight for the Dallas Cowboys. Unless the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with 2 minutes left, all three of their timeouts somehow defy logic. 17-point game. Brady airs it out. The rare deep shot, and he had Evans. And just off his fingertips. After just the 4th successful onside kick all season, he almost hit the big shot.
Yeah, he almost hits a big shot on Xavier Rhodes. I mean, Xavier Rhodes is looking like he's expecting help. It was kind of unexplainable as to why he was up in press and out there single covered in this situation of the game.
They go underneath. Pass is caught by Otten. He's wrestled down with a first down for Tampa Bay by Anthony Barr, a gain of 11.
I see Xavier Rhodes out there. I think he's still trying to catch his breath. Here he is up here at the top.
Now across from Devin Tompkins, who can really run. Here's one too high for Otten, and Van Der Esch delivers a hit. And that stops the clock with 1:29 remaining.
Van Der Esch has been roaming the middle of the field like that throughout the night. I mean, he's come close a couple of times to making plays on balls, and he almost made another one there. But he's been getting deep. Here he is. He's been getting deep and just reading Brady and then reacting.
Brady is sacked. And it's Dorrance Armstrong combined with Micah Parsons, who are there for the Dallas defense. And timeout taken by Tampa Bay.
Well, Dorrance Armstrong, he's standing up. And he puts a little move. They got Micah Parsons to that side, like you said. He comes off the edge. Brady has nowhere to step up as he tries to. Dorrance Armstrong's right there to make a play.
And just the second sack tonight by the Dallas defense. Jonathan Hankins has the other. And the Buccaneers spend their first time out before 3rd down and 18. Winner of this game to San Francisco to play the divisional playoff game next Sunday. It's the red-hot 49ers, the number 2 seed. Brady, Julio Jones. To the 35, 4th down coming up. Deron Bland, the talented rookie, made that stop. As we take a look at who's ruling the moment, brought to you by Burger King. Call a timeout. They have 1 remaining, and Dak Prescott is the first Cowboy quarterback to have 300-plus pass yards, 4 touchdown passes, and oh, by the way, a rushing touchdown in the game. First to do all that in Dallas Cowboys playoff history.
Maybe the best game of his career. I've never seen him play better. He certainly answered the call. After last week and all of the discussion this week coming into this game, how would he perform on a national level?
Here's one off the right hand of Jones, incomplete. And the Buccaneers will turn it over on downs, which gives us a chance to talk more about Dallas. And that 4-11 playoff record since winning it all in 1995. They're going to get their first road playoff win over their last 9 tries, including tonight, and their first one since January 17th, 1993, and they will be one of 3 NFC East teams still alive and in the divisional round next week.
Well, these players with Dallas, they've been hearing about the team of the 70s and the team of the 90s ever since they walked into those doors, and they have been wanting to carve out a legacy of their own. They've been respectful of the past, but this is their time, and tonight was definitely their night.
Mike McCarthy showed the team 10 baby pictures of the players who were alive in 1992, the season they last won a road playoff game, to show how long ago that was, and that it doesn't matter in 2022, 2023. Dak Prescott was born 6 months after that road playoff win, and he guided his team to his second playoff win in his career and a dominant playoff victory tonight on the road in Tampa Bay.
He was outstanding. As we watch Tom Brady come out to shake hands and find Dak Prescott, if in fact this is it for Tom Brady, all I can say on behalf of all football fans is thank you and appreciate the memories. What a career.
If it's not, if you come back to Tampa Bay, there was a report that at least three teams will come calling for his services next year. He's got a deal in place with Fox to go to the broadcast booth. If he chooses to do that, who knows? And as he told us, I'm going to take a lot of time. There's going to be no limit on how long I take. I'll know when I know. Decompress after a long year off the field, in his personal life, and on the field with a team that got to the playoffs but came up way short tonight. Dak Prescott outstanding, and he's standing by with Lisa Salters.
Dak, after those first couple of possessions, you were 0 for 3. You seemed to catch fire. Just what changed for you?
We settled in. Missed a couple of early. But then we settled in. We got in the groove. Able to show the run the ball a little bit, and just everything off of that started working.
What was it like for you this week personally, hearing all the talk about the last time the Cowboys had last won a playoff game on the road, how much pressure there was on you? Just what was it like navigating through all of that?
I didn't listen. Simply just didn't listen to anybody else's opinions, anybody else's thoughts. Made sure I was conscious of what I put in my own head. Got a great supporting cast and my team, people that believe in me, and that's all that really matters to me, and just stayed focused on what I can do.
Can't celebrate too long. San Francisco's next. How do you get another road playoff win?
Yeah, excited for it. It's a good team. They took us out last year. We know what we've got ahead of us. Just going to be another great week of preparation, and look forward to it.
All right, thank you, Dak. Congratulations.
Sorry.
He was